One of my favorite things since moving to our little Indiana homestead is how much wildlife we are constantly surrounded by.
Oh, the ladybugs. Oh, I lifted this bucket over and they're everywhere.
Now, of course, they're all not cute and fuzzy. There's been lots of creepy crawlies as well. But the fish in the lake and the geese in the pond and even the crazy groundhogs that have moved into the basement of our 200-year-old farmhouse, which you will see, are pretty amazing. But this spring, we decided to add some animals of our own to the homestead. I've been up since 4:30, but then I heard a screaming baby chick and went and checked on the girls, and Regina George was eeping very concerningly. So I picked her up, assessed. It looked like she was constipated. She didn't have pasty butt. Her vent was clear, but she was clearly needing to poo and it just wasn't working. So I had to manually assist her with a warm, wet Q-tip at 4:30 in the morning. These 10 little dinosaurs changed our homestead more than we ever expected, but in some pretty great ways.
Caroline, oh. There you go. Hi, Flo. What do you think of yourself? Do you see yourself? What is that? Florence, you're so curious. This might be the stage where you're asking yourself, or asking me, Trish, are those chickens in your bathroom? Why, yes. Yes, they are. Because we did this, and we had no coop and no run built yet. So the chickens are living in a brooder in my unfinished master bathroom. It was great. Would not recommend. So I'm just getting dressed. And, yeah, the chickens are still in my bathroom. Karen here has decided to roost on one of the roof supports. Apparently the roosts here are not good enough for Miss Karen. Nope, she's up here on a roof support. Hello, Karen. Hello. Hello. These girls are so ready to be outside. They are about 6.5, 7 weeks old right now. At this stage, we had the run built, so we put it right outside our bedroom door,
and we took the girls out every day for a little outside time to get them used to living outdoors. And let me just tell you, once they got a taste of the outdoors and they weren't terrified of their own shadows, it was impossible to keep them in their little brooder. They want it out, and they want it out now.
This has to be the most nerve-wracking thing ever. Moving the chicken coop from where we built it to where it's going. We've got all our sand leveled out and ready for it. We haven't painted it yet.
The next days consisted of a lot of hard work getting everything just right to keep our girls safe outside, but a few days later, the chickens were evicted from the master bathroom finally.
Go ahead, buy a couple of drinks. I'm okay with some wine and some TV. Don't need a boyfriend when I have a retriever, 'cause when we play games he comes back to me. A pretty face doesn't last forever, and all the one-liners get less clever. I want a front porch with some flowers in the driveway. That's where I'll be when I'm 40. Do your own thing, I'm staying on a Friday. You can tell me all the stories. Got a 15-year investment. That's why I'm scared to be reckless. I'll have my own house with a monster in the driveway. That's where I'll be when I'm 40. Couldn't care less, we're chasing things. I don't have time for a lesson. Sure, he'd buy me some pricey drinks, but I can't afford to be falling. A gentleman doesn't last forever, and all the one-liners get less clever. I want a front porch with some flowers in the driveway. That's where I'll be when I'm 40. Do your own thing, I'm staying on a Friday. You can tell me all the stories. Got a 15-year investment. That's why I'm scared to be reckless. I'll have my own house with a monster in the driveway. That's where I'll be when I'm 40.
Everybody, meet Carlisle Bill. We thought this was a fun one-time sighting, that we would spot this fat little groundhog just wreaking havoc in our front yard underneath our general store. Little did we know, he was about to be the newest member of our family. Carlisle Bill, you see, really enjoys our front yard quite a bit. So much so, in fact, that he comes here every day for his daily feast, and he just decided he should move in here. So he lives in the basement through the broken window of our 200-year-old farmhouse. I know it's not ideal. We just can't kick him out, though, you see, because it's not just Carlisle Bill anymore. He's found a mate, Petunia, and we're pretty sure Petunia's pregnant.
I send my regards to you, love. The seas that we sailed across were rough, 'cause those winds and those rains and those holes and those cannons we fought were too much for you in the end. Too much you thought. I'm like a sycamore seed, turning as I fall, as I see you walking to me down the hall. And I'd be trying to pretend that I was fine, and every day I hadn't missed you at all. I'm like a sycamore seed, turning as I fall, as I see you walking to me down the hall. And I'd be trying to pretend that I was fine, and every day I hadn't missed you at all. Oh, oh, I send my regard to you, love. Those ropes that would pull us apart were tough. Those winds and those rains and those holes and those cannons we fought were too much for you in the end, too much you thought. I'm like a sycamore seed, turning as I fall, as I see you walking to me down the hall. And I'd be trying to pretend that I was fine, and every day I hadn't missed you at all. I'm like a sycamore seed, turning as I fall, as I see you walking to me down the hall. And I'd be trying to pretend that I was fine, and every day I hadn't missed you at all. Oh, oh.
If you'd like to follow along with our homestead journey, we'd love to have you subscribe. Thanks for spending a little time with us today, and we'll see you in the next one.